Thanks for holding. This is Melissa. How can I help you?
Hi, Melissa.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering, I have a wedding coming up on September the 28th.
Okay.
I know it's a bit of short notice, but I need a wedding cake.
Okay, well, we only need 3 days notice for anything custom. Would you be able to pop in the store and we could do the order in the store rather than over the phone?
Okay, here's the thing, though, and bear with me here. Called somebody else about this. They couldn't do it, but, instead of having the wedding cake being made of cake, I was thinking, just hypothetically speaking, let's say we make it out of my favorite food instead, which is like spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay, so
Do you think
I'm a little... Did you want it decorated to look like that, or...
No, like a spaghetti cake.
I'm sorry?
I want like a spaghetti cake, not decorated like spaghetti.
So you want a wedding cake made out of spaghetti and meatballs?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not something that we'd be able to do here. We could
Why not?
decorate the cake to look like it.
Well, you could just you could use a little bit of cake batter, I guess, but I want the majority to be like cakes together with marinara.
No, unfortunately, that's not something that we can do here.
Really?
Yeah, we
You
only
guys must not
use...
have much experience in making cakes then. It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard.
I'm sorry?
It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard, no offense.
We don't use any other food product in our cakes. We do just cake.
Why? It's boring.
I'm sorry, it's just not something that we offer here.
I mean,
I'm sorry?
I'll pay for the spaghetti if that's what you're worried about.
No, I understand. Just health code reasons, we're not allowed to use any food from the outside when we're making our product, and we don't have spaghetti here, so we would not be able to do a cake out of spaghetti.
What if I just sign a waiver?
Unfortunately, it's just not something that we would be able to do. We can definitely decorate your cake to look like spaghetti, but we cannot make a cake out of spaghetti and meatballs.
Could you just pour spaghetti all over the cake?
We can sell you the cake, and then you can pour the spaghetti on top, but that's not something that we'd be able to do here.
I don't know. Trying to think. Could you maybe, make a cake that looks like an Olive Garden restaurant? Because that's my favorite restaurant.
I'm sorry?
Could you make a cake that looks like an Olive Garden restaurant?
We can decorate a cake with, their logo or something if you want to bring in an image.
You can't use their logo. We'll all get sued.
We can decorate it to have, an Italian theme, but we cannot make a cake out of spaghetti and meatballs.
Well, can you just make me a cake and give me a break?
I'm sorry?
Can you just give me a break here? Maybe
it's not something that we offer here, unfortunately.
Sauce on?
I'm sorry?
Instead of icing, you could just use, sauce.
We don't have sauce here, and for health code reasons, we're not allowed to accept any product from the outside.
A little bit of mousse, dump on top, and...
I'm sorry?
You can just use, I've seen those things that you use to decorate the cakes, the squeeze things. You can just fill that...
That's not something that we have here. We can color the icing to be red, but we cannot use marinara sauce on a wedding cake.
Why not? Emerald sells marinara.
It's not something that we offer here, unfortunately. So if you want to take some time and think it over, you can give us a call back.
How's this? You guys can use, red icing, and while you're making the cake, maybe me and my fiance, my bride-to-be, could sneak in and replace that red icing with, marinara paste, and you'd never know.
We can sell you the cake if that's something you want to do at home. You're more than welcome to, but that's not something that we can do here.
Well, you guys are the professional decorator. If I do it, it's going to look like shit, and everyone's going to hate me.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's not something that we can offer you.
Okay, how about this? I'll schedule a cake tasting, and I'll bring in some, spaghetti. Enough for everybody, of course. And, maybe you guys will like it and decide to start doing, like spaghetti cakes in the future, and then we could.
No, unfortunately, that's not something that we're going to start offering here.
You really never.
We can't make a cake out of spaghetti. I'm sorry.
You're ruining my wedding.
I'm sorry if I'm ruining your wedding. You can feel free to call around to other bakeries, but we do not make cakes out of spaghetti here.
I hear you guys are the best, though, and only the best for my family, right?
I understand that you want the best for your wedding, but unfortunately, all of our cakes are made out of cake. We cannot bake a cake out of spaghetti and meatballs.
I don't understand why you can't do that, though.
We do not offer spaghetti and meatballs here, so there's no way that we can make a cake out of it.
But how hard is it to make spaghetti and meatballs?
I'm sorry?
It's not very difficult to make spaghetti and meatballs.
I know it's not very difficult, but we're not an Italian restaurant.
Well, you guys could just make spaghetti and meatballs and do me a favor.
Feel free to make spaghetti and meatballs at home, and then you can make the cake yourself, but we will not be able to help you with that here. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to make a cake. I'm going to be the laughing stock of my own.
I would just call around to local bakeries and try to see if you can find someone else to do that, because we will not be able to help you with that, unfortunately. So thank you for calling. Have a great day.
I don't understand why you're breaking my balls here.
I'm sorry?
Why are you breaking my balls here?
We are not able to help you, unfortunately. That's not something that we offer here. So thanks for calling. Have a great day.
Balls.